When making an offer on a house, many potential home buyers want to get a deal. This means they often will offer less than asking price, and if the seller accepts, it feels like a win. But does that discount really help with affordability? Maybe, maybe not. There might be a better strategy. Check this out. Let me know what you think. In this sample report, we're looking at a house that's listed for $500,000 and a buyer is putting down 20% on a conventional loan. The price point really doesn't matter. You can do this for any price house, but this one just makes the math easier. The first column shows the numbers if you bought at full price. Let's say you're getting a 6.75% interest rate. This is not to be seen as a rate quote. This is just for demonstration purposes. And let's say you're putting down 20%, which means your loan is for $400,000. Once you factor in estimated payments for home insurance and property taxes, you're looking at a monthly payment of $31.44 and total funds needed to close of $110,875. Now, what if you go in with an offer and say, I want to drop the price 10 grand and the seller accepts? Great. Here's what it does to your numbers. The seller is giving a $10,000 discount, which means your down payment and loan amount change a little bit. Here's what it does to your monthly payment. It goes down by $51 a month, and the amount you need to close is a little bit less too. So really not a huge difference in the monthly payment savings. Now, what if instead of asking the seller to reduce their price by $10,000, you ask them for a $10,000 credit to buy down the interest rate? On a $400,000 loan, $10,000 buys you 2.5 discount points, which would drop your interest rate down around here, 6.125. Again, not a rate quote. So your down payment and your cash to close are back to what they were before, but look what it does to the monthly payment. Instead of saving $51 a month, now you're saving $164 on your monthly payment. Not bad. There's one more option here we can look at, and this one might actually be a game changer for you. We're going to do the same thing as before, offer the full price, and ask the seller for a $10,000 to get a lower rate. But this one is called a temporary rate buydown, not a permanent rate buydown. And for this specific example, it's called a 2-to-1 buydown. And here's how it works. You get the same rate, 6.75%, not a quote. And for the first year of ownership, you pay an effective rate that's 2% lower. What's really happening is the seller is subsidizing your payment for the first 12 months for $507 a month, which effectively makes it like you're paying the loan at only 4.75% interest rate. So now for the first year, you're saving $507 a month in your payment. Now let's go back to the start. If you get $10,000 off the price of the house and it saves you $51 a month, does that make a big difference in your life? If you get a permanent buy down and it saves you $164 a month, does that make a big difference? If that does, then imagine what $507 a month would mean. That's huge. How a 2-to-1 buy down works is in the second year, the seller subsidy goes from $507 a month to $260 a month, effectively making it like your rate is 5.75%. After 2 years, if you still have the same loan and have not either refinanced, paid it off in full, or sold the house, then the seller's subsidy would go away and you'd be back at the original payment shown in the left column. So a 2-to-1 buy down, start at 6.75%, it goes to 4.75%, then 5.75%, and ends back at 6.75%. And also because the cost of the seller funded buy down isn't quite $10,000, you could apply, in this case, the extra $785 towards your other normal closing costs. And that reduces the total funds you need to close down to $110,090. Now, who is this good for? Buyers who are okay making the full payment now, but would like some payment relief in the first 2 years. Buyers who think that sometime in the next 2 years, interest rates will improve and they might be good candidates to refinance. The cool thing about that, if you refinance before 2 years, the unused portion of the seller subsidy comes back to you. You don't lose it. In fact, many people use those funds to pay for the closing costs on the refinance. So if you're in the market to buy a house and you're trying to get a deal, you may be able to. But before you immediately ask for that price cut, let's look at some different strategies and see if either a permanent or temporary buy down would be right for you.